Dylan Hughes and Charpentier, one more time between those gentlemen. Whoa, look at Ryan Turk coming out hot, coming out swinging, literally. Ryan Turk initiates in that first front clip, tight around the front clip. Kyle Mohan tucks into the smoke, but Turk pulls away. Live free or die, that is the motto of his home state, and right now is living free out front. Now coming back and outside of that keyhole. And through that touch and go he does. Shout out to the race service homies watching at home. I know the Finch is watching. Oh, and Kyle Mohan slams in. All right, let's just listen to this 4-cylinder turbo nitrous powered hot hatchback of Ryan Turk. As the Type S underglow lights are on, here we go. The Type S, the official lighting of Formula Drift. Ryan Turk out front, Meyer out back. Ryan Turk initiates that come out Toyota Racing Toyota Corolla hatchback. Big angle from him. Whoa, buddy, looks more rally car than drift car. Overcooks it. Ryan Turk goes wild on initiation. Dips out to that second outer zone as E. Meyer. Wow, look at this. E. Meyer could have an advantage here, Ryan, because right on initiation.
Out too fast, you go in the kitty litter. Too fast, you really, really go in the kitty litter, and it's over.
Then you go to the grass and yard sale.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Eve Meyer now out front. He gets a clean air. Look at Ryan Turk all over him as Eve, oh, he is pushing around the track as he transitions now coming up the hill into that first outside zone. Ryan Turk banging doors wheel to wheel. That second outside zone now tightening up to that clip in the keyhole. Gotta love Eve. His tenacity. Oh, Ryan Turk goes on the dirt. That is not where you want to go. And Eve Meyer, you know what? He didn't get handed this. Here we go. Ryan Turk, come out, Toyota Racing, Toyota Corolla hatchback. He's on those Ditto tires. All right, initiating into that bank. See Taylor Hall a little bit higher than Ryan Turk. Look at that. Well done by Taylor Hall. And now Ryan Turk grips up coming through the power alley, and look at that, the Cadillac ATS comes through, pokes out, and gets into the groove like Madonna. There you have it. Well done. He will be leading. Here we go. All right, Taylor Hall throws it in, massive angle there. Ryan Turk just quickly gets to the side of the caddy. Oh man, Taylor Hall dragging bumper. Man, both the attitudes of the vehicles, see him just shifts in the night. Here we go. Look at that. Taylor puts the Cadillac right in the crease. Well done. And really made that Cadillac a very competitive car. He is one to watch. Here we go. Our one more time battle. Turk and Hull. Turk initiates into the bank. High on the bank goes Turk. Oh, look at Taylor Hull drops into formation with that intimidator of a vehicle. Massive angle from Ryan Turk. Look at Taylor Hall transition, snaps back. Taylor Hall a little bit deeper on the inside clip, taking it home as a souvenir. And Ryan Turk gets in the crease, licks the stand. Taylor Hall has progressed. 4-cylinder turbo nitrous, Toyota Corolla hatchback. Ryan Turk advances on with Mobile One flowing through the veins. Here's Ryan Turk at the BC Racing suspension, getting challenged there on that transition from the bank to the flat bottom. Looking a lot more comfortable now, obviously with just one car on track. There's Ryan Turk moving on in the top 16. He will be going as soon as they go off. Let's see how it goes. Ryan Turk through that start chicane, coming into formation again. The chase car has to give way to that lead car, and he does that. Ryan Turk, here's Dean Carnage. We saw it earlier in that chase position. Looks like he's stepping up, rising to the occasion around that second inside clip. Ryan Turk gets in that second outside zone. Dean Carnage right there. Wow. Okay. And here we go. Leaving the start line. Dean Carnage will lead. That's Ryan Turk. Whoa! And Ryan Turk goes into the wall. And Dean Carnage Carney in that lead position.
Well suited in that car.
Yeah, the debut of that vehicle, and he made it look great. Here we go. Debut for him at least. Here goes Ryan Tuerck in that Gummout Toyota Racing Toyota Corolla hatchback. Coming to that first outside zone. Taylor Hull shores it up. Does not get all the way out there. Maybe a little timid there. Whoa, Ryan Tuerck gets into the wall. Keeps it off there, just bounces right off. And look at Taylor Hull. Look at the proximity here we get from Taylor Hull. Brown cloud being thrown up past that front clip. Crawling past the front clip goes Taylor Hull. Now Ryan Tuerck bringing it into that final outside zone, and that's where a lot of the drivers overshoot. You just saw it happen to Tuerck, but Tuerck, Taylor Hull. Taylor in that comp cams, yellow speed. Next to tires, kind of like ATSV. All right, here we go. Taylor Hull into that first outside zone. Kisses the wall there as Ryan Tuerck chases him down into that second outside zone. Taylor massages it in. It's a lot deeper than Ryan Tuerck, and there he goes, shredding some bumper, knocking some cones out of the way, getting into the dirt. Taylor Hull collecting them all like Pokemon, and now past that front clip, crawling in. And, oh boy, this could get precarious. Oh boy, and there it goes. Oh wow, actually maneuvered it there. Looked like he was gonna get pinched out, but not the case. Hopefully get some sort of dry conditions throughout the night. Maybe it'll be even in just the finals. Regardless, let's keep them going. Send it, fellas. Ryan Tuerck, Simon Olsen coming to that first outside zone. Look at Simon, not backing down whatsoever. Ryan Tuerck, that Gummout Toyota Racing Corolla hatchback, getting all the way out to that line. Look at that, flirting with the edge of the track. Simon Olsen mimicking the angle. Not as deep, but definitely keeping proximity. Like that line from Olsen. Looks like Tuerck gripping up, getting some traction, and out to that outside zone. And Simon Olsen, not part of the equation on that last. Thank you guys and gals for sticking around. You waterlogged. And here we go. Simon Olsen out front, Ryan Tuerck in that chase position. Underneath the tower of power into that first outside zone. Olsen now into the second outside zone. 180-degree turn. Full pull Olsen. And you can see Ryan Tuerck shortening up the line, but keeping that proximity. Now drops that back Ditto tire into the outside zone. And it looks like Simon Olsen takes out the clip. Ryan Tuerck taking even a shallower line than that. Man, they are standing on that thing. They zip tie that gas pedal down. So here we go. Denofa and Tuerck, our first battle of the Grade 8. All right. Here comes that BC Racing Ditto tire. Both these guys on Ditto tire, speaking of Dittos. Into that first outside zone. Getting that long shot, filling all of that first outside zone, and then into the second. There goes Denofa. Again, most recent winner, like you said, undefeated all the way from Orlando. Just kicking things off, our #1 qualifier, making it a perfect event. Look at Ryan Tuerck right there. Looks like he's gonna left punch that front inside clip. And now into that final, oh, and that, okay. I hope we have a drone. And here we go. So let's see how they handle this. You saw Chelsea Denofa kind of pedal back a little bit. Looks like he's got the grip in the car. As Ryan Tuerck, look at Chelsea. Oh, buddy.
What was the over-under on that happening?
Drip Cave Corvette, send it, fellas. Here in E-Town, under the Tower of Power. Let's see what we got. The 4-cylinder hot hatch of Ryan Tuerck. Of course, the V8 Vet. Woo, look at that. As Matt Field making his presence felt right there on the door of the Corolla hatchback. Ryan Tuerck using all of the course.
I saw some
all
smoke.
the way out to the line, seeing some smoke. Ryan Sage getting some commentary in here as well. Some nice little quips as Ryan Tuerck has a wide swing around that front clip, but now brings it into that final outer zone and brings it on home. Ryan.
This is very exciting.
From the Bay, Ryan Tuerck giving chase. The history here as Ryan Tuerck was so excited back in the day from 2003 to here to 2021. Matt Field would love to put a stop to that though. Literally rain on his parade as Matt Field transitions hot and heavy into that second outside zone. Matt Field digging deep. Ryan Tuerck maybe giving him a little too much room, but now you can see him catching up here. Let's see how he handles that front clip. Ryan Turk just tapping it, knocking it over into that final outside zone. Matt Field really gripping up those Falcon tires and bringing it across the finish line. Ryan Turk. And it was unanimous on that OMT, so here we go. Ryan Turk will be leading that come out. Toyota Racing, Toyota Corolla hatchback into that first outside zone. Look at Matt Field, the beast of the bay. The drift cave, head caveman going for it right now.
Not playing games.
Yeah, no, we are not playing games at all. This ain't no video game. This is real life, son. As we come into that front clip. Oh, man, look at that massive angle there. And look at that shooting out into that final outer zone. Great composure for both these drivers. I got to tell you, Matt Field, turbo nitrous, critical hatchback, angled Matt Field, and this supercharged Corvette, throwing it in the outside zone using all the course. Looks like the course is drying out even more. Look at this gripping up into that second outer zone. Both of them, 3/4 of the way deep into the outside zone. Matt Field pulling away, not leaving the judge's hands, and oh man, shoots. Look at that. Matt Field had a lot of speed coming out of zone 2, and that might have just shot him out.
Back out on the track in what, 22 minutes?
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, the parts boards definitely come into play. They'll have actually parts set up on a board right front corner. Speaking of right front corner, here's our first left-hand turn as we go to that first outside zone. Dean Carnage Carney definitely high on that outside zone. Now coming to that second outside zone. Let's see how they attack this. Looks like, again, that momentum zone taking right to that second outside zone. Ryan Turk kind of pedaling back. Look at that snap by Dean Carnage Carney. Oh, that could be interesting right there, Ryan, as far as, let's take a look at this. I want to slow this. Unchaseable lead run. We'll assess that, we'll dissect it, and again, it's going to lean on the judges. Ryan Turk will lead the come out Toyota Racing, Toyota Corolla hatchback. The Oracle Lighting Dodge Viper is going for it, and it seems like they're now tit for tat here. You can see Ryan Turk, it looks like he's hitting all the right spaces and all the right lines. As Dean Carnage Carney now digs into that second outside zone, Ryan Turk flicks into that last outside zone. Looks like he does exceed. That is that back right tire. Doesn't look like, oh, looks like he's flirting with it though. If that was dirt or if that was a wall, he'd definitely be heavy into it. But here he is, Matt Field qualifying 4th, Turk qualifying 20th. And again, that was yesterday in wet conditions. Here we go, that Falcon tires, Drift Cave, Borley exhaust, Corvette into that first outside zone. He is hungry. Ryan Turk initiates. Not as high as Field. Let's see how they handle this. Big angle there from Field, allowing Ryan Turk to get to door, and Ryan Turk now slows down. He spins out, so another scenario similar to that of Travis Reeder, and Matt Field finishing out his run. And Ryan Turk, unfortunately, with that mistake in the chase position, very similar to that of Reeder. And that transition, Ryan, going from outside zone 1 to outside zone 2, definitely playing a role here. As Ryan Turk initiates that come out. Look at this, he is going for it. Live free or die, that's the motto of his home state of New Hampshire, transitioning back in that second outside zone.
In the top 16, Turk pushing too hard through outside zone 2. Coming through this last section, he knows he just needs to kind of stay within relative proximity. He's going to get the win, move on to the Great 8, and he does just that.
Yeah, he did exactly. Let's see how he puts it down here at Evergreen. First portion of this battle, here goes Ryan Turk shooting out, and Federico back there quite a bit. Not part of the equation as Ryan Turk doubles down and comes through that outside zone into the outside zone 2. Doesn't get out there, Ron. Not the best line for him coming to that power rally. Kind of overshoots it, now brings it around for that final outside zone. So, again, quite a departure, Grand Canyon of a gap. And here we go with Fetty. And it looks like we got a clean start. Here we go. Federico Sharifo looks like Ryan Turk kicking back a little bit here. Maybe that is definitely strategy. You can see him, you know, his spotter in his head, Biddy's maybe saying, hey, take a lower line. We saw what he did in the chase position. So now he's got to kind of pedal back, keep his composure. Federico doing a decent job. That is a massive hang up right there by Fetty. You can see him yanking the handbrake, massaging the vehicle into that. That was very RT and JTP about to throw down as they leave the start line. Here we go. We're in the Royal Purple top 16, and here it is Ryan Turk. Bit of a gap already from Ryan Turk and Justin Pollock, but Justin, massive angle here, but not part of the zip code, and now comes into that second outside zone. JTP absolutely grenading those course markers. Ryan Turk with a wide swing. Justin Pollock, ooh, that got very precarious. It gets interesting, you know, battles are really won, I think, in the chase position, showing some dominance, driving prowess, and I think Ryan Turk, obviously he has the horsepower, he has the car. Can he execute? But Justin Pollock right now put down a solid lead run. Good angle from him. Ryan Turk not as deep, and a correction. JTP, obviously something, oh boy, as now they alternate here. And that's going to be all she wrote for Ryan Turk, or excuse me, for Justin Pollock, excuse me. I got an awesome sold-out crowd. Everybody's tuning in online. Everybody's hashtagging FDSEA.
Getting excited, man.
I'm getting pumped. Here we go. Ryan Turk, Travis Reeder in the grade A, the Link ECU grade A. Ryan Turk initiates, throws it down. Great job by that gum out. Toyota racing Toyota Corolla hatchback. Now coming down into the power alley. How's Travis Reeder going to handle this? Does he get out to that outside zone 2? He is bathing in smoke. Overshoots the outside zone 3. A quick little correction here. An awesome showing by Reeder in tow, but Ryan Turk putting on a clinic, and Travis Reeder is front and center at the St. Louis Auto Show as he was brought in by the Ford team, and just talking about his season, what he's prepared for. But this is what you prepare for. Here we go. Travis Reeder out front. Ryan Turk in the chase position. Now Ryan Turk, you can see him gaining some ground, cut through the smoke. Travis Reeder some wobbling there, but he does not fall down. Now going into that power alley, Ryan Turk drops into formation. There he goes into that third outside zone. Travis Reeder gets all the way in it. Ryan Turk does as well. Little evading of that outside zone 2, but in outside zone 4, both of them stand and come out on top. Who's going against Sanofa? 1, 2, 3, send it! Here we go. Ryan Turk, Matt Field, the gum out, Toyota racing, Toyota Corolla hatchback, slingshotting away. Oh, Matt Field spins out. Matt Field spins out, and Ryan Turk continues on as he needs to. Ryan Turk does need to complete the run in order to have the advantage. He had the lead run. What happened to Matt Field? He's been absolutely poised. He wasn't even $500 part. Regardless, Matt Field is at a major disadvantage right now. So Ryan Turk, I have to assume he's still going to apply the pressure, but not like he's going forward, just an absolute wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here we go. Matt Field goes into that outside zone. Number 1, Ryan Turk. You can see lacking a little bit of angle, maybe playing safe. I don't consider this an inactive chase at any point, as Ryan Turk now, he misses outside zone 3. Again, major mistake. Incomplete, 1 scored run, 2 scored runs. Matt Field brings it into that final outside zone and crosses that finish line. Ryan Turk will lead, and Jonathan Aaron, that is allowed. You are allowed to jump the line. Ryan Turk will lead Jonathan Aaron, give a chase in his first outside zone. Both of them filling it. Ryan Turk, a lot of angle there from that hot hatch. Now, and Aaron. What happened there? It looked like contact or something happened there. It looked like it was an independent incident that front left. It just exploded, but Ryan Turk continues on. Seemed to be unfit himself, I should say, as opposed to Aaron. Aaron needs to have a really, really aggressive, solid, and darn near perfect run. He's going to need Ryan Turk to make mistakes. Coming to that second outside zone. Massive angle there from Aaron. And Ryan Turk just keeping it consistent, nothing too aggressive, nothing off the charts. And Forsberg qualified 8th. Ryan Turk qualifying 9th. So a fairly equally matched battle here. And Chris Forsberg throws in that first outside zone. Ryan Turk right there. Now let's transition to that second outside zone. Forsberg leading Ryan Turk into that inside clip. Turk tapping it just barely. Ooh, Turk loses a little bit of angle there coming out of inside outside zone 3. And both, okay. Looked like Forsberg had a little bit of extinguish. Here we go with a second run of these two iconic drifters, Ryan Turk and Chris Forsberg. Ryan Turk throwing it in. Ripping in that gum-out Toyota racing Toyota Corolla hatchback. A wide swing. Forsberg keeps his composure. Both of them taking out that inside clip, going to that third outside zone. Great job by Ryan Turk, Chris Forsberg. Oh, man, dropping into that last outside zone. First time, and he's going against against Ryan Turk in that gun out. Toyota Racing, Nitto Tire, Toyota Corolla hatchback. Here we go. All right, Alex Robbins initiates right back to it, right into that first outer zone, now into the second outer zone. Big angle, Robbins goes hard in the wall. Robbins slams into the wall, make sure he's okay. And Ryan Turk does not need to continue with the entirety of his run as he is in the chase run.
So that's a first final battle, but didn't get a chance to do it. He's still got some work to do to get to that point. But yet again, stacking up another good result.
So Ryan Turk initiates that come out Toyota Racing, Toyota Corolla hatchback. Lay back and listen to this 4-cylinder turbocharged nitrous hatchback. Chase, Ryan Turk qualifying 9th, Dylan Hughes qualifying 10th. Ryan Turk in that gum out, Toyota Racing Corolla hatchback on Nitto tires. Dylan Hughes, that Royal Purple O'Reilly's Auto Parts. GT Radial BMW going right to the side of him. Let's see how they transition. Rock solid in that second outside zone, now approaching the inside clip. Oh wow, looks like, look at that, into that third outside zone. Want to watch the instant replay from second to third on the outside zone and filling all that outside zone for Ryan. I mean, you see the battle damage on the side of Ryan Turk's vehicle, but these two gliders ready to send it. Here we go. Dylan Hughes out front, that Royal Purple O'Reilly Auto Parts BMW. Look at that, Dylan Hughes gets a little dirt on the back end of that BMW. He lunges forward, but there we go. Ryan Turk now comes back to the side of that BMW into that third outside zone and exiting out. Ryan Turk hangs it out to dry and into that final outside zone. Ryan. Go. 1, 2, 3, send it! Here we go. Frederick Osbo out front. Ryan Turk in that chase position. Coming down to that first inside clip. Whoa, buddy! Excuse me, the first outside zone. Now to that second outside zone. Now into the one, the only Peninsula inside clip. Into that third outside zone. Ryan Turk in tow. The gold Supra. Bring it around. Oh, man. Ryan Turk hits the wall. Ryan Turk taps the wall. Gets out of shape.
Ryan Turk has got a deficit. There was no mistake from Osbo. It was a great run up until that point. Let's finish it.
Here we go, send it, put him in a body bag, Johnny. Ryan Turk initiates in that first outside zone, now approaching the second outside zone, and now into the one and only front flip. Both of them hitting that three-wheel motion, now into that third outside zone, a transition where Ryan Turk hit the side. As long as Frederick Osbo keeps it clean, he should get the win. Ryan Turk and Frederick Osbo, these two gentlemen. Again, Ryan Turk currently sitting in 4th in points. Comes out swinging literally. Now coming into that first right-hand 90 turn. Out to the touch and go. There goes Ryan Turk tapping that bumper. You can see barely a bumper there. Dean Carter's taking a very shallow line, trying to get aggressive. Past that second touch and go into that front clip. And there goes Ryan Turk and Dean Carney. Want to get that. Had a very dominant lead run here. Dean took a shallower line, but like I said, Turks was not exactly textbook. He still gave some opportunity there for Dean. Now here we go, Dean Carney leading, gets all the way out to that touch and go. Ryan Turk does not. Now filling that first inside, outside zone. Oh! Dean Carney, massive hit. And that's going to really hurt Dean Carney in more ways than one. Oh.
Up until that point, I was
going to progress into the grade 8 for the first time. Ryan Turk flirting with those cones, comes out literally swinging. Now into that touch and go. Out of the 90, Ryan Turk, oh, almost kissing the bumper, but does not. Wall to wall, Ryan. Oh! Ryan Turk spins! And with Masayama continuing the course, he does not. Let's find out Japan, Sylvie S15. So Masayama could make his first entry into the grade 8. Ryan Turk is going to try to put a stop to it, apply the pressure, maybe kind of force a mistake by Masayama, a shallow line, but oh, Ryan Turk! As Masayama continues on, and that will be between the two vehicles. Extinguish, 97. Good clean start, no cones hit, Taylor Hole initiates, Ryan Turk jumps to the side of Taylor Hole. Look at the angle of Taylor Hole. Whoa, massive angle, stays in it. Oh no, Taylor Hole drops way down below, gets out of shape. Taylor Hull with that lead run. That is a hard act to follow. Unfortunately, Taylor Hull gets way too aggressive. He knows who he's going against, and Taylor Hull will tell you what. In qualifying yesterday, Taylor Hull sitting on a bit of a deficit after not just tapping the wall, Ryan, as you said, but the effects of hitting the wall off the line going below the track course, track limits, if I may. Ryan Turk, middle of the road line, taking a tempered approach. I think that's the right approach. And now coming past that start-finish into the second outside zone. Ryan Turk went hard at that wall yesterday, but got the car back out here. Past that second inner clip and out to that final outside zone. There goes Ryan Turk. That's a great run there by Ryan Turk. But unfortunately, may the best man win. But right now, it's all about top 16, and that means Ryan Turk will take his bye run, and he will advance on. I'll lay out and listen to this four-cylinder turbocharged nitrous gum out Toyota Racing Toyota Corolla hatchback. Turk. Toyota Rockstar NATO tires. Here we go. Frederick Osbo, Ryan Turk in the Great 8. Frederick Osbo initiates. Ryan Turk just does the same. And look at that. Frederick Osbo not even affected by Ryan Turk in his presence. Now transitions past that first inside clip. Coming in that second outside zone. Frederick Osbo brings it on in. Ryan Turk does the same. Look at that. Digging himself into that NATO tire smoke. Ryan Turk surges past that second inside clip, approaching, pulling some tire up. Three-wheel motion by Frederick Osbo, Norwegian Hammer. Ryan Turk makes some noise, Irwindale. Go with the Supra, and here he is behind the wheel of a new Supra, and he has flying that Toyota flag for many years. Here we go, Ryan Turk out front. Ryan Turk throws it high, and look at that, Frederick Osbo. Not as high, but he massages it a little bit up. As now coming into that first inside clip. Transition is Ryan Turk past the inside clip into that second outside zone. Mimicking each other. Ryan Turk with a little bit more angle than Frederick Osbo, a little bit lower line there from Freddie as he takes out that second inside clip into that last outside zone. And Frederick Osbo right there to the side of Ryan Turk. Ryan.